Good evening, good evening. Okay, so I had put a little teaser that I was going to go live, and I want to do that. I feel like more or less I get the same common questions, and so I'm going to try and address all of those. If you obviously jump on live and have specific questions, please ask. That's why I'm here. But I also wanted to go live tonight because normally, so I'm super high maintenance with my skincare, maybe. So I don't share that to scare you. I share that because I'm gonna tell you everything Amber does. I'm gonna give you tips. I'm gonna give you tricks. I'm gonna give you all the things. Ask me anything. But I'm the type of person who wants to give you all the info and you just take what is helpful to you, okay? So I'm not saying you have to do exactly what I do. I'm just saying that I will give you everything. I'm an open book, and you do whatever's best for you, okay? So the reason why I wanted to go live tonight is because normally when I do my nighttime skincare, I do a stickier skincare. What do I mean by that? Well, at night, I cleanse and then I spray a toner. And then I do like doTERRA's under eye treatment and I do the tightening serum, okay? The reason why is because I have found that this routine, there's no moisturizer, okay? This routine creates a sticky forehead. Well, guess what? I didn't take my Frownies off today until, let's see, it was probably 5:30 p.m. Okay, and then I went to prayer and then I just went to a gender reveal party. And by the way, at the gender reveal, people are like, we've got to talk about your forehead. How is it so perfect? And I've never had, again, I'm not saying you can't, but I have never had Botox, none, not a single, okay? Well, I didn't use my sticky skincare tonight, which is my nighttime routine, which is doTERRA. I use my morning routine after I'm grabbing it. Sorry, it's down here. I used my morning routine even though it was 5:30 p.m. And so I thought to myself, this is the perfect time to go live because your forehead is actually going to resemble what most people experience, okay? So my morning routine is Oliveda. I'm obsessed. If you haven't taken the skincare quiz, do it. And by the way, if you want a couple of items off your skincare quiz, I can actually score you a free product, which retails for almost $100. It's the best stuff ever. It's waterless. You won't need much. Okay. So because my forehead, and by the way, if you're on, which I see a few of you on, can you say something so I can see if Facebook is showing me comments? So I wanted to introduce you to what a slippery forehead might be like because I feel like the majority of my people share, but Amber, I can't get my cast to stick, or I can't get a strong cast, or, and so I want to help you get a strong cast. And tonight it will be harder for me to do that. And so here we go. Okay. So first things first, I buy both of the packs of Frownies. You do not have to, okay? I will show you what they both are. The reason why I'm showing you both is because this is a tip, I pre-cut them, okay? So all of the Frownies come in sheets. Let me show you a sheet. My counter is gonna be a mess after all this. So these are called the corners of eyes and mouth. Now, I don't use these around the corners of my mouth, but they come in sheets. Okay, so these are your Frownies if you've never seen them before, and then they break up into 1, 2, 3, 4 rounded triangles and 2 kind of like butterflies, and I'll show you those in a minute. And then they have these ones, which are called the forehead in between the eyes. Again, you're gonna see how I use, mine's brand new, hasn't even been opened. So this comes in another sheet. It's a triangle, a triangle, a triangle, and a triangle. I'm not gonna open it, but I'm gonna show you those right now, okay? So again, I'm just trying to give you super helpful tips tonight. I pre-cut mine and I know exactly, I've been wearing them long enough. I have an exact pattern that I use every time. So what do I use? Thank you for asking. Now, your forehead is gonna be different. I'm not saying this is the pattern you should use. I'm just saying that I know exactly the pattern that I use. It's the same every time. I have found a fit for my forehead. Okay. All right. So hold on. I'm pulling them out and then I'm going to show you what I use here. So I use a full square sheet. So the one I just showed you with the 4 rounded triangles and the 2 butterflies, I use a full sheet, 1, and then I use 3 triangles. So these are my butterflies. and you will watch me apply them. These are the rounded, quote, triangles. And the reason why I call them rounded is because this is the triangles from the other sheet. So can you tell that, or is my skin matching? Okay. So I use 3 of these, I use 4 of these, and I use 2 of these. That doesn't matter necessarily for you, other than just play. Play with the shape of your forehead. Play with, you know, how much do you have to cover? Do you have a tiny little forehead? Do you have a big forehead? Do you want them down and around? Do you, like, everybody's different, okay? All right, Frownies has 2 sprays. If you don't want to buy the spray, that's fine. You can use warm water. I find that I like the hold better with my spray, so I prioritize the spray, but again, you do you, boo, okay? I'm telling you what Amber does. You do not have to do Amber exactly. You can do what works for you, or some people do what works for their budget. I totally get it. Everybody's different, okay? So they come dry. You have a tan and a shiny. You spray the shiny. So I spray it. Let me see if I can do this. I spray it, and then I use my finger to move the moist or the spray all around, okay? And then I put it on a washcloth. So do you want to see it? Okay, so I line them all out on a washcloth because that way they don't stick to anything. All right, am I making y'all dizzy? So here I go, spray. I'm just gonna talk to you while I spray, okay? Now, people ask me, do you reuse the cast? Honestly, if you're in your first 30 or 60 days, maybe even 90, you want a fresh cast every night. You need the hold. Frownies are all about retraining your muscles, because as you and I live expressive lives, which I would not want to be anything different, by the way. I am not interested in being a boring, blow schmo, non-expressive person, okay? But because I'm so expressive, and because I was a teacher, certified K through 8th, and taught 2nd and 3rd grade, and what do you do with children? You're so expressive. Then I have creased, right, my lines. Now, you won't see them because I have said goodbye to them. I've retrained my face, okay? Now, let me show you this. So after you spray them, you know they're ready when they start to curl. See this? Can you tell that it's curling? Boo! Fell on my floor. Anyways, it's fine. It's not like my floor is that dirty, but you know. Okay, so see how it's curling? Okay, so that's how you know they are ready. So here I go. I'm gonna place them. You pull and separate. So you're pulling it taut. Now, I normally push my eyebrows down. You don't have to, but I just am not interested in frowning my eyebrow. So I pull my forehead, I apply the frowny, I stretch it out, and then I didn't hurt myself, but I press it down, okay? Now you're probably gonna see my frowny lift a bit. Why? Because I don't have my sticky skincare on. I have my more, see how that's lifting right there? Okay, most people experience this. That's okay, just keep pushing it down. And by the way, if I weren't talking to you, this process literally takes me, okay, here's my triangle. So I just used the 2 butterflies. Now here goes the triangle. Now you wanna overlap them, but you don't need like a massive overlap. See how that's just overlapped right here? Just a little bit, okay? And then I press it down. Now, if yours are still lifting at this time, that's okay. Hold on, I really am gonna show you. And then I started to say something else, but I haven't seen any comments, which makes me nervous that you guys are commenting and I can't see them. And I don't have my laptop to check, which is annoying. So if I really can't see comments, which is making me cranky because I wanted to answer any questions. Okay, so see how I keep overlapping. I'm still pulling. I use one hand to always pull my forehead back. I'm pulling my skin taut because I am casting my muscles right now. Okay, when it hardens, it's gonna be like cement and it's gonna be sort of like a cast. There we go. Oh, no, still not. Okay, if you guys can comment, of course you're probably, hey, Diana, text my phone and tell me if you've commented because you probably have and I can't see them and that is not okay. All right, so remember, I'm pulling it back. I'm pulling the skin back taut. And I'm applying. See how I'm overlapping? I'm applying. And I'm pressing in, okay? Now, these aren't raising as much as I expected them to. I probably didn't highly moisturize my face, but see how that one's raising just a little bit? You can keep pushing it down, but hang tight. I'm gonna teach you a trick even beyond the pressing it down because I feel like, you guys, this is no joke, trying to do all this at once. And I hope you can even see it. You can, right? Okay. You are commenting? Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. Boo. Okay, Diana, text me the questions. Everybody give claps to Diana. If there's questions coming in, I need to see them. Okay, so I'm still pulling. You may not be able to tell, but I'm always using a hand to pull back my skin taut, okay? Now, this is my last one, and you're gonna see that I might be missing a tiny bit. Now, in my beginning stages, I never would have even let this skin or like these skins show, but now that I'm in maintenance phase, it doesn't bother me. Some days I take a used cast and I will put a used cast on top of a fresh cast, but you always want a fresh cast in my opinion. If you want to reuse down the road in maintenance, you can, but I love me a tight cast. Okay, so let's say this is not as tight as you want it. You don't feel like it's as tight. Now, it's not dry, it's not a cement yet, but what I do is I turn the water on a tiny bit and I just get my fingers wet and I push down the corners. I push down the corners. Thank you, Diana. I push down the corners. Remember, this is, and it's not like I'm soaking it, okay? I'm making sure, it's kind of like Mod Podge. Do you guys remember Mod Podge? And so this is me literally making sure the cast is smooth, the cast is set, and when it dries, oh my goodness, it's gonna be the best. See how they're all down? Anything that was raising is going down. Now, if I wanted to, I would just hold as long as I want, okay? So that is the most common question that I get. Amber, I feel like it's not staying down. I feel like I don't have a strong hold. I feel like it's too loose, or what I interpret as my face is too slippery, okay? Because I know what it's like to have a slippery forehead before I learned the sticky, the tacky forehead. Then I take an eye mask and I literally, I'm gonna look like a goober for the rest of this live, but that's okay. And I just put it like this, okay? Smooth it like that. Now I can take my hair down, I can go to bed, I can read in bed, I can work on my phone. Normally throughout the night, I pull it down over my eyes, but even if you just wanted to wear this until your cast hardened, or you don't have to wear it at all, but I just kind of like it because it just holds it in place, okay? I also will share with you, we did a castor oil call a couple, I don't know, a week or two ago. Now this says it's a doTERRA thing and it's not, it's castor oil. But if you want a very firm hold, which I meant to do, but I don't always do it and so I forgot, you can take a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. In fact, I'm actually gonna do a different trick that I just learned. You can take a tiny bit of castor oil and you just put it on your forehead before you start to apply the frownies. Now, it will fill, did you know you can wear this under your eyes and you will wake up with less dark circles and puffy eyes? Anyways, little tip for you since I have castor oil out. So with that said, the castor oil might make it feel a little slippery. You don't need much, okay? The castor oil, shockingly, will feel slippery, but it will actually create a better hold and a harder cast, okay? All right, I'm trying to rack my brain to think if there was anything else I wanted to share with you. Oh, let me touch on one more thing. And if you have any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. And I will also check the comments for those catching the replay, okay? So I get this a lot too. People say, Amber, I just, for some reason, I can't be consistent like you are. Do I really have to wear them every night? Honestly, with frownies, you really do want to wear them every night. Now, do you have to live in them like I do? No. I basically just keep mine on because if I'm working out, I'm, like my face is getting jacked. If I'm just around the house, like cleaning and doing chores, like who cares? You know what I mean? Like my man is married for life. He calls me Wonder Woman anyways. But like you don't have to be Amber crazy where I wear them all the time. But with that said, you do want to wear them nightly for like 6-8 hours is preferred. Yes, I will hook you up with the castor oil link. Thank you for that. Anyways, but you just want to wear them for a chunk of time every night, okay? So you don't have to be like a 24/7 type gal. That's nothing like that. But consistency is the key. It's holding the muscles. It's stretching them back out. It's retraining your muscles, lengthening them, and therefore the lines disappear, okay? Botox and frownies are different. I've approached that in another one. It's featured. If you want to see the pinned featured live, I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes. So with that said, you really do want to commit to nightly. Now, you're sitting there saying, don't know if I can. Okay, I love your honesty, and I've told several people this as well. If you really don't think that you can make this, and again, it doesn't have to be like every night, like you can never have a night off, but you probably want to plan on 5 out of the 7 nights a week for the first, I don't know, 90 days. I mean, everybody's forehead is different. Mine were I'll put a before in the comments. My before, like I had very deep indentations, okay? And it was at least 3, if not 4, and they were the full forehead. So I had some serious lines I was working with, but as you can see, they are gone. They might come back like the tiniest little hint by the end of the day, especially if I've had a long day of expressiveness, but honestly, they're nothing. So with that said, I do want to share a little secret. This is kind of what I call frownies in a bottle, where you can just implement it in your skincare. And if you want the Love Duo, just comment Love Duo and I'll get you a link. Otherwise, frownies in a bottle, I'll get you the single. So whatever you wish. But this, just make it a part of your skincare routine. It just allows for the tightening factor. It allows for the skin to really be ministered to like a Botox, but obviously not a Botox, right? We just all understand what Botox is. And so people say, you know, it's like Botox in a bottle or whatever you want to call it. So you can use this all over your face, you can use this on your neck, or you could even just concentrate on this space where if you're like, I'd wear frownies if I could, but I probably won't be that consistent. So this is an option, okay? All right, friends, I will pop the castor oil link in the comments. If there's anything else you want, let me know. I'm so sorry that Facebook is not showing me comments. I have been seeing text messages come through. She's been reporting back. So everybody, thank you. That's super helpful, Diana. All right, I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's it. So I'll pop off. So anyways, thank you so much. Ask me anything. If I forgot anything, don't hesitate to ask, of course, and I will answer as I can. Don't you just love when your face feels so good? Good night, friends.